Well, it's Fraud Friday. We're going to help you try to identify a scammer to see if you're talking to them. Joining us today, to my immediate left, of course, we've got Jessica Hollis. She's director of the fraud unit at Superior Credit Union. And then we've got Contact Center representative Casey McClure with her. And thank you both for coming today.
Thank you.
Okay, so are there red flags? What should we be looking for if we just find out if we're entangled in with a scammer?
So the first thing that you want to be looking for is if they start asking you for personal information, such as a card number, password, PIN, things like that. Those are kind of your red flags that, hey, I'm not probably talking to somebody that is legitimately from this company.
All right. So have you come across people calling and, they're like, I think you guys called us, but then it really wasn't you? I mean, people don't really catch on?
Oh, absolutely. And then there's like number spoofing where it will look like it's coming from us, but it's not actually from us. Oh. And they'll ask them all types of information that we should already have, so why would we be asking for that?
Right, yeah. Okay, so are there other flags, though? Because I feel like if they think you're talking to the bank, that there would be, something else maybe to look forward to, look at,
So if you're getting a phone call from somebody posing as your institution and they're calling you about a transaction, for example, and then they're telling you that this transaction's pending your account, you can't see it, we're going to offer you a refund, but in order to do so, we need access to your online banking. Right there is your red flag. Your institution is never going to need access to your online banking. We are your institution. We can see your account history. We can see all the information. So that's definitely a big red flag on there.
Oh, okay. Yes. All right. Any other tips to try to save people? Because, I think we're so innocent sometimes. We don't always have, our radar on all the time.
If they're asking you for a verification code and you didn't personally go in and try to log in yourself and get the verification code, you should make sure that you're reading the text message. Make sure, read the whole thing. It says, do not give it to us. We'll never ask you for that.
All right, very good. So it is more than just a phone call. There's texting, there's emails. I mean, they're using all different ways to get to us, right?
Correct, yeah. There's other ones that pop up on your computer screen that want you to call the phone number on the computer screen. I advise you not to do that. I advise you to shut down your computer. Once you turn your computer back on, that warning code should go away. That's the Microsoft scam fraud that's going on.
Oh, okay.
Also, too, if your institution is directing you to go make withdrawals and go secure your money, like in Bitcoin or gift cards, that is another red fraud. No institution is ever going to ask you to pull your money out. Your money is secure within your institution. We're insured. You don't need to worry about that. Just simply disconnect the call your institution yourself from a trusted source, and make sure that that call was a legitimate call.
Mm-hmm. All right. So, if you're getting one of those texts, do you just automatically delete and report it? I mean, don't reply, right? Don't reply to text?
I would definitely not reply. I would always, like I said, reach out to your institution from a trusted source, such as the website or your membership card, and just validate that, hey, did you guys send this? Is this legitimate? Do you see this transaction? Make the call yourself.
Mm-hmm. And same with emails. Do you guys email very often, if at all?
Not really.
So we have email and text alerts that the member signs up for transactions like of card authorizations, deposits, and withdrawals. But that's something that the member would have to sign up that service for. And it's just notifying you that, hey, you have this transaction at Meijer for $150. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of more of an informational, not a response.
You've been on before to say, how people are scamming and trying to build a relationship, and then they build that relationship, and then, are asking for money. What are those red flags that, okay, this isn't really real, they just want my money,
So basically them, trying to find out how much money is in your bank account. Nobody should be asking you how much money you have in your bank account. Nobody should be asking you for username, passwords. Nobody should be instructing you to go purchase gift cards. Nobody should be instructing you to go purchase Bitcoin. Those are all red flags that you're not speaking to a real representative, that you're talking to a fraudster.
And I assume scammers, they use all kinds of personalities and try to butter you up and use great language and stuff like that. I mean, is that what you're hearing too from people?
Yeah, and sometimes it's not necessarily just accents, they're just trying to change their voice. For instance, I've had people that call in that's clearly a male, but it sounds like they're an elderly female. And they use all types of language like kindly, dearly, I need assistance in authenticating a card. We wouldn't call you to activate your card. You should be calling in personally to do that.
All right. So those are some good red flags that we should be looking for.
Exactly.
Trying to prevent scams. Fraud Friday. Thanks for coming today, you guys.
Yes, thank you.
All right, don't go away. We'll take a look at the weather forecast next.